So good morning everyone. So this is Roberto Dumapig Almanol and I am your PE teacher in 11th, grade 11, senior high school. So now we do have the objective. So kindly just don't mind the ask since we do only have one objective in this lesson. So the set fit goals based on training principles to achieve and or maintain HRF rather, or health-related fitness. So set fit goals based on training principles to achieve and or maintain HRF rather. Definitions and descriptions of principles of training. The principle of training should be thought of as the golden rules of making fitness training work for the individual participant. Following these golden rules will help to guarantee success and will carry athletes towards their training and performance goals. All training is aimed at creating long-term physical changes in the body systems. These changes are referred to as adaptations. So the fit principles, firstly we do have the specificity. Specificity trainings must be relevant to the individuals and their sport. This can be achieved by tailoring training specifically for the sport or even the positions that the individuals plays, the muscle groups that we use most of the dominant energy system of the athlete. Next one, we do have the progressive overload. Training frequency, intensity, time or type must be increased over the training period to ensure that the body is pushed beyond its normal rhythm. So now we have the fit or the frequency, intensity, time, and type. So when we say frequency, it is an increase by training a greater number of times each week. Next one, we do have intensity. When we say intensity, it is increased by lifting a greater resistance, such as with weight training or by training at a higher percentage of maximum heart rate or max HR. Next one, the time. Time can be manipulated by training for longer, reducing recovery times, or by completing a greater number of sets or repetitions, also known as reps. Next one is the type. Type of training is manipulated by offering a variety of training types and experiences to the athletes by combining training methods. Individual needs. All athletes are different. Training must be related to the athlete's age and gender, injury status, and fitness level. Any training that fails to be relevant to the individuals will fail to motivate the athlete and will prove to be unsuccessful in the long term. Rest and recovery. Physical adaptations occurs during recovery and an active period of training cycle. Therefore, athletes and trainers must achieve the right amount of rest between sessions, good sleep patterns, the right nutrition, including the use of protein, to help repair the damage caused by the intense training. Next one is reversibility. System reverse or de-adapt if training stops or is significantly reduced or injury prevents training from taking place. It is essential to avoid breaks in training and to maintain the motivations of the athlete. Next one is overtraining. If an athlete does not have sufficient rest periods, then they are at risk of overtraining. This is when the body does not have the time to adapt the training, and as a result, the fitness of the athletes declines and they are more at risk of becoming ill or injured. So barriers to physical activity. Many technological advances and conveniences that have made our lives easier and less active. Many personal variables, including physiological, behavioral, and psychological factors, may affect our plans to become more physically active. Understanding of common various physical activity and creating strategies to overcome them may help make physical activity part of their daily life. People experience a variety of personal and environmental barriers to engaging in regular physical activity. So when we say personal barriers, with technological advances and convenience, people lives have in many ways become increasingly easier as well as less active. In addition, people have many personal reasons or explanations for being inactive. The most common reasons adults do not adopt more physical active lifestyles are cited as: first is insufficient time to exercise. Second, inconvenience of exercise. Third one's lack of self-motivation. Fourth, non-enjoyment of exercise. Next one is boredom with exercise. Next is lack of confidence in their ability to be physically active or lose self-efficacy. Next one is fear of being injured or having been injured recently. Next one is lack of self-management skills such as the ability to set personal goals, monitor progress, or reward progress towards such goals. Next one is lack of encouragement, support, or companionship from family and friends. Next one is non-availability of parks, sidewalks, bicycle trails, or safe and pleasant walking paths close to home or the workplace. So we do have the top 3 barriers to engaging in physical activity across the adult lifespans, and those are the time. Next one is energy, and last one is motivation. So in a 2013 study that aimed to identify the external and internal barriers to physical activity and exercise participations among middle-aged and elderly individuals, the most common external barriers among the middle-aged and elderly respondents were not enough time, no want to exercise with, and lack of facilities. The most common internal barriers for middle-aged respondents were too tired, already active enough, do not know how to do it, and too lazy. While these for the elderly respondents were too tired, lack of motivation, and already active enough. Other barriers include the following. So first, cost. Next one is illness or injury. Next one is partner issues. Next one is safety considerations. Next one is uneasiness with change. Next one is facilities. Next one is transportation. Next one is skill. Next one is childcare. Next one is unsuitable. So now let's proceed on the environmental barriers. The environmental in which we live has a great influence on our level of physical activity. Many factors in our environmental affects us. Obvious factors include the accessibility of the walking paths, cycling trails, and recreation facilities. Factors such as traffic, availability of public transportation, crime, and pollution may also have an effect. Other environmental factors include our social environment, such as support from families and friends and community spirit. It is possible to make changes in our environment through campaigns to support active transportation, legislations for safer communities, and the creations of new recreation facilities. So that's all for today, and if you have questions or clarifications in regard to the topic, just comment down below in the comment box sections, or else you may browse the link of GAITF.com.ph. Okay, so by the way, once again, this is Roberto Dumapig Almeron, and I am your PE teacher in this morning. So this topic is intended for quarter 4, week 5. Then, without further ado, and that's all for today. And God bless us all.